When you swim out there, you need to understand what you're swimming in, what kind of currents are around. And if you know the currents, if you understand the waters you swim in, you're able to flow effectively. You're able to go with the flow and not to get injured, and you don't bump up against rocks, you don't bump up against things. Now, this is true for swimming, but it is also true for life. This is also true for our current situation in the world of this divided, non-united world of America, non-united world, period. The reason I wanted to bring this up, because this came up as an afterthought for me about the swimming episode. Obviously, my head is full of the election. I don't believe in a divided world. I really want to believe in a united world. I came to the United States of America because what America stood for when I was young was this ultimate understanding and accepting one another, which is nothing is further from the truth today. I don't believe it is the fault of the American people. It is a circumstantial issue. Our world of media changed so quickly, so fast, and a world of politics and money changed everything so fast that it's gonna take some time for us to adjust ourselves. I wanted to provide you guys my angle on it. How is that possible to still have a mental mindset where I'm able to connect and love and care and talk to people who have very different political opinions to mine? What I do is I simply keep myself informed, and here is my news feed. So you can see there is a Democratic, there's a Republican, ultra-right, ultra-left, international and scientific news organizations that I follow, and I read their information, news information every single day. I don't go nuts on it. I don't read every single thing. But what I'm trying to make sure to do is I want to make sure that I understand what is reality and what is false information. And when looking at all of these different news sources, looking at international media, looking at American right, American left, ultra-right, ultra-left, scientific news, all of those things, when you look at all of these things get easy because 90% of them always say the same thing. Only 10% that is sometimes say directly the opposite. And there's a lot of lies, there's a lot of false information these days, and this way you can sort through that. If you make the mistake and you're trying to operate in your life and look at media the way how you had to look at it in the early 90s or 80s or before that, you will be a victim of misinformation. You cannot focus on one media outlet, because if you do so, you will be fed an agenda which is driven by the corporation that feeds financially that particular news media. So I'm not telling you to watch this or watch that. I'm asking you to look at all of them. But you have got to make sure you change your patterns, because today, algorithms on Google, algorithms on social media will feed you the information that you already have. So you have to stretch yourself a little bit and reach across information to different areas that you might not be so comfortable reaching to. But oftentimes what you realize, the ideas that you believed in were simply wrong and false, based on simple lies and disinformation. So I urge everyone, doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican, to look at your news feed. Look at where you get your information and broaden your horizon. There's no need to be focused on one single idea these days. We have at our exposure all different kind of information outlets. Make sure you don't become a victim of misinformation, and you can take control your life and your mind and the information that you have, and that way you can truly go with the flow of the world in a way that you don't bump up against things. You don't feel like there is a bumping up headbutts continuously, because that's how it feels these days. Let's get behind that, whoever becomes the president, with everything we got, and clean up our political system by cleaning up our own worldviews, cleaning up our own political views by getting more informed. Broaden your political horizon. Don't be so tribal. All the people on the other side are people who love, care the same way you do. And you don't want to live in a world where you don't like your neighbor, where you don't like the state that you're beside, or you don't like your fellow countrymen. We need to unite. We need to care for each other, because we're in the same boat. We are in the same river. So might as well we flow together so we can go down on that river unharmed and have a nice ride while we are swimming. This way of thinking keeps me sane during these crazy times. So these were the afterthoughts for swimming. If you like this, please share. If you haven't signed up and haven't subscribed yet to our channel, please do. Take care, guys. Bye.